Hey everybody, this is Unfiltered with Bryant Maureen. I'm Maureen Grodzinski, and this is my co-host,
Brian Rice.
Tonight we have a very good friend of ours and also a fantastic filmmaker, and we'll be bringing him on right now, and we'll talk a little bit about what he does every day. This is Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, Matt. How are you today?
Same old, same old.
So, hi Ron. Matt, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Matthew Ryan of Dark Echo Productions, LLC. I've been in the film industry since 2010. I'm still filming as this day. I am a legit company out of state of Connecticut. We are licensed in the state of Connecticut. We are also covered under $2 million insurance policy. So if we go to any locations, we are fully covered. Anybody who works with us is fully covered if they get hurt. We are very professional filmmaking, and I film on Red Digital Cinema. That's one of the biggest names in the industry. And then I do paranormal investigations once in a while. Is that too?
Hi, Tom. So you're talking about how you film and what you do film. You are one of, is it a few that have a red Komodo?
I'm friends with a bunch of people around USA. My good friend Dave out of Minnesota, that's like my partner. He films on Red Komodo. He actually got me into the Red Komodo. But as far as I know, from where I'm at in Connecticut, I have a Red Komodo. I'm not sure about anybody else.
Okay. Hi, Jen. So just to go over your background and what you've done. So you have been a producer for Things Unseen, as well as Sorry Mom, I Won't Be Coming Home to Prom Night. You've also been an actor for the same thing and Things Unseen, What Goes Around. You were in The Town, but you said that you weren't really in a big part of it, but I still think that you should get some credit there. You were also a director for Things Unseen. You were, I'm not really sure, what were you doing in Animal Planet, The Haunted, and Psychic Kids?
So Animal Planet Haunted is based on the house here in Enfield, Connecticut called the Demon House, where I physically proved there was a demonic entity, and that's the house that opened my eyes to a whole true evil. And me, the homeowners, physically watched the walls bleed blood, which was wicked crazy. I've heard disembodied voices at this house. I've had investigators scratched. I burned. I had my name called. We smelled death, footsteps, you name it. This house opened my eyes to a whole nother realm. So in 2009, Animal Planet The Haunted came out to do an episode, episode 5 called Demon House, which was the #1 episode when it aired on that at that time. And I was a special guest telling my story, what happened there. Psychic Kids, it was the same production company who worked on the Haunted. They were filming over at Captain Grant's Inn, and they asked me to go be part of that. But instead of that, they wanted me to go to the Charles W. Morgan ship with the kids, and that's when Kim Russo was the psychic medium on the episode on that season, and I got to work with amazing kids on the Charles W. Morgan ship. These kids just blew my mind.
I loved Psychic Kids. That was one of my favorite shows. And that was with Chip Coffey.
No, when the season aired, it was with Kim Russo. She kind of took over.
She's actually one of my my favorite psychics that I watched.
I hope she's watching. I would love to see her again and work with her. She was awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's really sweet. Someone's saying hi, but it came up as Facebook user. So whoever you are, if you'd like to say hi, just let us know who you are. Hi, V. So what was it like on set with Enfield? You said it was, the walls were bleeding.
So Enfield, I've been working with this case since 2007, and it just kept going on and on. And after I proved it was demonic, I was still new to this. I had to step away professionally wise because I was not into any of the demonic stuff. Gina, that's one of our location scouts, and I'll tell you guys about location scouts a little later on in the interview. Gina's amazing. Gina's an amazing person. So when I was so I stepped away, and another paranormal group came in, and they did what they did, and much respect to them. And then that's when the show contacted me and asked me if I wanted to be part of it, and I said absolutely. So it was pretty cool to experience that. It was more documentary. The stuff that you see me in, you see me hitting the K2. That it wasn't going off. It was just for the that part of the episode. But when we did the investigation, it was crazy.
Nice. So the other thing that shows on your IMDb is in pre-production, and it's called Dark Echoes Paranormal Show.
So this show, I've always wanted to come up with a show that's kind of like gives everybody the opportunity to be on a show and have fun and experience stuff. So what I was doing is I wanted to bring mediums, because everybody loves mediums, everybody loves clairvoyants, any of those people who do that stuff. So I decided I was going to just work with one medium, but then I decided, you know what? I know a lot of mediums, and I think they deserve the opportunity to show what they can do. So each episode is their episode. So what we do is when the medium arrives on the scene, they are completely blindfolded, not knowing anywhere where they are. And when they take off that blindfold, they are seeing the location and feeling it for the very first time. So I wanted to be very authentic. I wanted to be real. So once the medium done's doing their walkthrough, I meet with them and we talk about the case. Where's the hot spots? Where should we investigate? So when we do the investigation, there's no film crew. There's just a small night vision camera, a body camera that you can use in the court of law. That the timestamps on there. You can't fake anything. So if something happens, it's going to be legit. There's no fake involved. There's no nothing. What you see is what you're going to get. Even though if we do an episode and there's nothing, I'm still going to show people that paranormal doesn't happen every damn time when you're at a location.
Right. It could even just be some extra energy, but
absolutely,
it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be, a spirit that's standing there or something else.
I think it's time for the public to see that it's real and not every place is haunted.
Right.
And what the mediums pick up, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen. Sometimes when I'm filming with them and I get the walkthrough before they get there, because I got to find out where I'm going with the camera. Do I need to go low? Do I need a camera crane? Do I need a dolly? And when the owner takes me through the property and they tell me what goes on, and then when the medium comes on site and he or she starts getting what I was told, I take the camera with the big monitor and I hide my face so they can't see me. Holy shit! I'm impressed too, because I've never worked with some of these people, and when they come on site and they do what they do, I'm just blown away.
So who unblindfolds the medium?
Sometimes it's the property owner, or it's one of our investigators, or sometimes we do bring special guests, paranormal people involved, because I honestly think that every paranormal team that's out there should have the opportunity to be on a show and get to experience what you see on TV. Because most of the people who go on these shows, you're only there for 15 minutes and then you leave. You don't get to do the investigation. You tell your story and you go home. So I decided to say, hey, if there's a paranormal group in the area that we're filming, and you happen to come to the interview, and I like who you are, I'm going to invite you to be the guest for that show. So people who come on the show, they get to represent their teams, they get to wear their logos, they get to wear anything. I don't stop any of that. This is, I believe, one of the most truest paranormal shows that's going to be featured when it's done. It's going to be remarkable. People are going to get their names out there. They're going to be able to do a lot of things that normal TV shows stop you from doing.
So what kind of special guests do you have?
Well, we have an awesome case coming up on the 27th, and we have one of the most, I have yet to see her work, but I've seen what she can do. We have Maureen coming from Pennsylvania to be the medium on episode 2, and I'm super excited to work with her. It's going to be awesome. We have a great location. And then we're going from that location, and then we're moving on to episode 3, and then episode 4. And then check this out. only 3 to go, and season 1 is completed.
That's awesome. So who's the special guest?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, he won't tell me who the special guest is for me. I'm trying really hard to get it out of him.
Episode 4, though, is an amazing historical place in Connecticut, and the town is super excited that I'm coming out there. And they're just opening, like, giving the red carpet for us coming out there, and I can't wait for the public to see this when it airs.
That's awesome. It's always cool to see new places.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get locations that's never been seen on TV.
I like that idea. I really do. Do you have anything to say? No? Are you okay?
Oh, you got a cough. See, guys, this is live and raw, so you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So you said that you were going to bring something up later. Do you remember what that was?
Oh yeah. So what I also decided to do is, because of what I have as a film company, I've decided to work with paranormal people around the United States called location scouts. So what these location scouts do is they tell us the locations that they are dying to get into, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to secure these locations for season 2 if season 1 is a success. So these amazing women that I work with, her name is Gina, and I have Audrey, and I'm let me just find this out real quick. Sorry, I don't want to butcher it. Forgive me, guys. This is live.
That's okay. Take your time.
I am bad with names, and I'll tell you that right now. And then I'm working with I'm sorry, I'm losing your name there. Paranormal Princess. She's good friends with Audrey, and I forgot your name. I do apologize. Please don't get mad. But so what I'm doing is I'm getting these girls these awesome locations to investigate, and they're gonna present the evidence to us to see if this is gonna be another good episode for season 2. So not only am I doing stuff behind the scenes, I'm working with other paranormal people around the United States and getting them in locations that they cannot get into.
Awesome. So how did you meet these people? Do they, like, I'm sure it's not in the phone book, like, look for paranormal locations.
Paranormal Princess, her name was Erin. Oh, please, Erin, don't get mad. I met Erin through Instagram. She was on an episode on Netflix, Haunted. She was on episode 3, and I just happened to come across her on Instagram, and we just started talking, and we became good friends. And she told me about her friend Audrey that she works with, and then I started. Then she decided to jump on board, and then Gina, she hunts. I met her on Instagram as well, and we just started talking back and forth. And I've been watching the stuff that she does, and she's very authenticated. She's no bullshit. She don't fake anything. She's Erin, Audrey, and Gina are the realest you can possibly come across, and I thought they would make great location scouts and get them in places that normally people can't get into.
Awesome. So what do you prefer to do? Like, do you prefer to do commercials or movies?
Honestly, I do it all. I do short films, full features, commercials, YouTube, Instagram. I haven't gotten to weddings yet. I don't want to deal with Bridezilla. No. Don't want to deal with that because you mess up. You can't tell them cut. Can you step back a little bit? Let me get the lighting fixed. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go good in the wedding ceremony.
You'd be surprised.
No, this is true. But I pretty much do everything that a normal production company can. I have the equipment, I have the lighting, I have the skills. I've been learning I took 5 years off to learn everything that I can, and I'm still learning from this day. I don't quit. And in the process, I have made friends with some of the biggest names in the industry who help me out. Like, if I need something, they help me out. If I need a question, they help me out. I don't ask them to sell my stuff. I don't ask them to get me in stuff. That's not what I'm about. I want to know what you know. Thank you, Facebook user. Can you guys put your name? I don't know who's saying who. But
This is what we go through all the time. We don't know who's saying what.
so I learned how to color grade by Hollywood's biggest colorist. I thank him every day for helping me out. So the stuff that you see, why it looks so good, because I learned from the professionals. I never questioned the professionals because they've been in the industry longer than I have, and they're taking time out to help me out. So I never question them. I do what they tell me to do, and I never fight anything with them because they are who they are. And I always respect people in the industry who's been in there a lot longer than I have, because you just never know. One day they might call you up and say, "Hey, I need you to come on a film set. I send you a ticket. Get on out here." You just never know. So I respect the people in the industry.
Matt was actually the one that said that my audio on my other show was shit. And so we got another mic, which seems to be working fine. But then he told me that the lighting is shit now. So we need to work.
I mean, guys, look at my lighting. I'm not saying this is just an interview. I'm just saying.
I know he has to work on that for like 8 hours to get it perfect.
That's right. Yeah, I get the makeup artist in, then I get the hairstylist in. Then I got to get the creams and the powders, and you know how
your lipstick is lacking though.
Yeah, hey, sometimes I don't have the black eyeliner in my eyes either, so maybe I got to do that too.
But you're wearing glasses, so it kind of covers that up.
True, and I'm when I'm filming, I don't use glasses. I never use glasses, but I'm starting to try to figure out with lighting how to do it so the light's not with the glasses. So I'm learning something new about that too, because a lot of people that I film with, they have glasses.
So you're not wearing glasses, or they're not wearing glasses?
When I do like the intros on the paranormal show, I don't have glasses on. Or when I act, when I do like acting roles, I don't have glasses on.
Gotcha.
But I'm like I said, I'm starting. No, I can see when I'm acting, but when I'm looking at the monitor, I got to put the glasses back on. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out for lighting how to control the light spill on glasses.
Gotcha.
So I'm learning every day.
Okay, so when I turn the camera on you, I'm going to remember all this.
Yeah. and the best thing about me is I learn from the pros, and if I have somebody ask me questions, I will sit there and I will give you the best answers I can and what I learned from. We had this girl, her name was Jeanette. She messaged me on LinkedIn and said, "Hey, I know you're going to be in this area, but can I come on and see what it's like to film a show?" I said, "Absolutely." So this girl came on, and during the interviews, when I was doing the interviews for the show, I would take when we took breaks, I would sit there. She would ask me about questions about lighting and audio and everything, and I took my time to explain to her. And she wrote something very amazing on her Facebook about us, and it was great to see that.
That's awesome. I think that's really cool that you do take your time, because it can get frustrating, especially when you're trying to do some work and someone's behind you asking all the questions, and especially when it takes you 8 hours to get ready for an interview.
Just think about when we got to film the show. Just saying.
I know. Maybe I'm going to wear some like earbuds or something.
There you go.
Lady V said maybe you might need a little bit more contouring.
Oh yeah.
So that's coming from one of the women.
Right now I'm using I'm shooting off just a regular web camera at 1080p, and I got daylight balance lights at 5600 Kelvin, so that's why I look a little white, because on the computer you can't control the white balance. It is what it is.
Make me look tan.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody, when you're on camera for a movie or a TV show, don't go tanning. That is the worst thing you could do.
Okay, but can you make me look tan?
No.
All
You want natural skin tones. Like when people are doing their YouTubes or their paranormal stuff, skin tone is key to a success video, because if you have crappy skin tones, you just throw the audience off.
Okay. So what's your favorite thing about doing what you do?
Oh, my favorite thing is I get to go to these awesome locations. I get to meet some awesome people. I'm pushing my skill every day with the camera. I'm doing different angles. I love it all. It might look like I don't like it, or look like I'm getting pissed off. I'm not. I enjoy every aspect of it because I decided to learn everything, because you can't trust people. So say if you have a big job and your DP says, I don't feel like coming today. Well, you're up shit's creek. So I decided to learn the camera, the audio, the lighting. So if somebody says, well, I don't want to come. Well, I don't really need you. So my thing is, I love directing. I do love acting once in a while. I am the host of Dark Echoes, the show, but I also do a little bit investigation. Like I'm there a little bit, but I'd rather the people who like my friend Katrina. She's one of our new investigators. She's 19 years old, and she's amazing at what she does. And I'd rather them be in the spotlight than me. I don't really care to be in the spotlight. I talk about the show, I introduce the show, and then you might see me in the investigation. But it's more about the medium, and it's about the guest, because they have the opportunity. Because if this does go big, yeah, I'm going to be behind it, but I want everybody else to enjoy the spotlight as well.
Right. Before you said that, with the bleeding walls and everything, I kind of want to touch back on that a little bit. How did you, I know you said that you thought it was interesting being there, but were you terrified, or does it not bother you because of what you're doing? You're too busy to even think about it.
No, I don't get scared. I just sit there and be like, well, shit. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Do you believe in the occult and the supernatural?
Oh, yes. When my aunt passed away, God rest her soul, in 2006, she told me I had this special ability, but I never got to understand what it was. So when I went to her funeral and I said goodbye to her, I touched her body and I felt electrical shock, which I thought was very strange. So when I got home from the funeral, I just wanted to go, and my friend took me out to this place. And when I got to this place, I kid you not, everything changed. My senses changed, my feelings changed. It was just so weird. And then when I was taking pictures with just a regular digital camera, I have this voice in the back of my head that's still here from this day and tells me when to take a picture or ask a question. When I was getting ready to leave the spot, this woman in the back of my head said, take a picture. And I snapped a picture behind me, and I can find the picture. It's in my ghost book. I caught, and I kid you guys not, and I don't like to use this word a lot, I caught a demon on camera, and I kid you not. I don't like using the word, but you can see the eyes, you can see the horns, and back of the demon, you can actually see a woman with nice long hair and a pearl necklace. That's how clear the photo is. So from this day, I don't know who this person is in the back of my head that tells me to do this. And when they tell me to do that, I have captured some of the best evidence that you could possibly imagine.
So there was a demon with horns.
Yep.
And then there was a woman standing next to it with pearls.
The woman was like behind it. It's like you could see through the eye, and you could see the woman with the long hair and the pearl necklace. And I have the photo, so I can back that up. So once I go upstairs, I'll get my ghost book. I'll take a nice picture and I'll send it to you so you can put it online. And that was my very first photo. So I decided to take it to a place, a college in Connecticut that does photography, and I wanted them to tell me if this was real or not. And they said my photo was very authenticated.
Do you believe that was Mrs. Demon?
No.
My other co-host from the show on Thursday, Anthony Simonelli, says, hey, Matt, are you going to do private home or just historical locations? As
of right now, because this project is funded by me, and we're just staying in the New England area. And if somebody has a good haunting at their home in the New England area, I would love to make that an episode. Because right now, I just got a bunch of historical mansions and stuff like that, and I would love to show a story of a homeowner going through tragedy and reaching out for help, and then the medium gets there, the investigation happens, and I decided when it comes to stuff like that, the ending of the episode will be different with the homeowners. and then the ending for the locations, like the historical locations, is different. So the ending is always different for each property that we go to, and so yeah. So I also too, if kids are seeing stuff and they need help, I would love to tell that story because we bring in the medium for that so they can guide the kids. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to cover a lot of aspects for a TV show.
Yeah. I have a good one for you afterwards. I think this is a really great comment. Angels have horns, demons are percussionists.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. It was just the photo was cool. It is what it is.
Okay, no more comments yet. So,
Everybody who's watching, thanks for watching. Hope I'm
yes,
not boring.
thanks guys for watching. Comment, like, share, you know the deal. Do you have anything? No. I don't know. Do you want to go into that subject we were talking about earlier? Or do you want to wait till the end?
I would love to go into that subject because I want to just get it cleared, and I just want people to stop using this against me.
Okay, so Matt is questioned or accused of this subject quite a bit. So we decided that we would bring this up to put this to rest finally, considering the fact that we are friends and we are able to talk about this freely.
I have no shame. I don't.
Right. So Matt was charged with.
I just want to cut you off real quick. And anybody who's watching this, and if you decide not to work with me because of this, after this, I respect you, what you want to do, but I'm still going to keep going strong. I'm going to produce one hell of a show.
I agree with you on that. I mean, it's understandable if they don't want to, but in that case, if they don't, it means they're judging you based on something that was a fallacy. I have great respect for you, so I'm going through with whatever we do together in the future. So Matt was charged with felony theft of a $2,200 thermal imaging camera that he was using while investigating. That actually winds up being a third-degree larceny charge, which will bring a 1 to 5 year prison term. However, at the end of everything said and done, in 2012, the case was closed to the public and dropped.
Correct. It does not exist anymore anywhere besides when you Google me.
And I wasn't even able to find that part. I mean, I was able to find the charges, but I wasn't able to find anything else. However,
because it was closed. It was a closed case.
Yeah. However, Matt has worked in security enforcement for 12 years, and you are not able to carry a firearm.
Correct.
Without a clear record. So that just shows that you have a clear record and that this was never even on your record to begin with because it was completely wiped. So for anybody out there who is, spreading this rumor or trying to cause any problems, you can continue to try as hard as you want, but this is wiped. And I think that says a lot.
My last job was I was at the MGM Springfield for international security, and so when you go to those guys to do a background, you actually get a background across country, and everything came up clear. My record when I did the interview, I was cleared within that day because of my security enforcement background, and I worked with them all the way up to March 15th of 2020 when COVID at 10 o'clock p.m. We got the phone, we got the call on our ear to say that the state was closed. And I have to say that was the strangest thing I did was remove people from the casino. Can you imagine not escorting them out? Like, hey, guess what? The casino's closed. You guys got to go home. So, and then from there, and then in 2021, I went to go get my license to carry my firearm. And because of my background, it takes 6 months to a year because of COVID, but because of my classification, I got my license to carry within 2 weeks, and that's how fast it happened. Because I'm not a sex offender. I don't have my driving record is clean. People who like to use this against me, do your homework. It only costs $20 to do a background check on somebody, and you just do it because it only goes so far. But when I do security stuff, like I can walk in just today. I brought one of my guns to my local store here in East Windsor. Love those guys, and I traded it for something smaller so I can carry. And because of that, the guy was like, "Hey, Matt's gonna get this gun. Just quick. He's gonna be cleared within 2 seconds." And the lady goes, "Wow," and I was cleared within 2 seconds. So please don't.
Can't do that.
So anybody who has a history, remember, and this happened in 2010. So anybody who has some bad history, don't use that against them because that just makes you look like the fucking dick that you are. No, do your homework before you go and spread lies and rumors about somebody, because you don't know who those people are connected with. I'm friends with Homeland Security, state police officers, all them guys. I'm friends with all of them, and I go out shooting with those guys. We go out to the range and have fun. I don't because I carry a firearm in the state of Connecticut. I no longer trespass in buildings to old asylums like I used to. I am very cautious of what I do because I worked hard to get this license to carry, and I'll be damned to lose it over something so stupid.
The end.
That's it. The end.
All right, so this is Anthony again. Do you have paranormal equipment or the teams you're working with use their own?
I have my own. I do like to share, but something happened recently. I'm not going to get into the story of that. I am no longer going to be allowing people to touch my equipment. So yes, if you are part of the investigation, please bring your own tools.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's just that simple.
It was just the way you said it. No one's going to touch your equipment and bring your own tools.
That just went up to a whole. Okay, well, just got to a whole other level.
Charles says, 11th commandment: don't be a dick.
Exactly. I will say though, when I filmed episode 1, I did get to meet some amazing people who are my friends today. Girls, if I butcher your paranormal name, I do apologize. Even MJ, MK, yeah, MJ. See, even MK, I got it wrong during the filming. I got a blooper, which you guys are gonna love. We're gonna show bloopers at the end of each episode, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be hilarious. But so when I went to this location in Vermont, I happened to meet Deja Vu Paranormal. I hope I got that right. Please don't kill me. I met one of their members, MK, and her story was so awesome that I invited her to be a guest that night, and we had such a great investigation. Even though my cat balls went off more than yours, but we had fun. It was all fun. And then the following day, I had my last interview, and I got to meet one of the most amazing guys from this day. We talk, we bullshit. David Chillers. This guy, he is so awesome. I love talking with him. We talk about stupid shit. We have fun. And it's amazing that I met these people.
Yeah, Childers is cool. Sometimes it's not about how they treat you, but rather how you react to it. I agree with that too.
I agree.
I think how you react to it is sometimes based on how they're treating you, because you can't always just let it go. V, you're on a roll tonight. Gina says, I completely agree with that, Matt. People should have their own gear. I agree. I take my gear when I go investigating.
Like if Gina, if we were filming with her, I trust her 100%. She's got awesome gear. She can use my gear. My teammate Katrina can use my gear. Maureen, you can use my gear. But other people, when you come, I just can't. I lost something very special to me, and It's sad that it had to go that route.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
But I do want to say this to all my haters out here. I have no ill will towards you. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you success in your paranormal journeys. I wish you success on your TikTok stuff. I have no ill will. I just wish all of you the best. And that's the end of that.
That was very nice. Anthony says he worked with David. He's a great guy. He is actually.
Yeah, David, when we interviewed him, he knew what he was doing. I didn't have to ask him to get his emotions out. It was one shot, one take, done. Have a good day. I love it.
He has a great attitude also.
Yes.
Very funny.
He might be watching. He said he might go to bed early. I said, well, you can listen to my voice while I fall asleep. He started laughing.
Nice guy. Definitely a nice guy. We'll be seeing him soon.
I look forward to going against MK again.
So what is your next thing coming up?
Well, we're filming episode 2, and then we have episode 3, then episode 4.
Well, that's usually how it goes. It's like Sesame Street. So it's not until episode 2.
Right. So
okay.
I did have the opportunity. I got invited as a guest filmmaker for Paracon here in Ansonia, Connecticut. Nicholas invited me out there. I met some amazing people. I got to finally meet Sam Batustis. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Sorry, Sam. That guy is amazing guy. He's actually going to be on episode 4, which I'm super excited about. And we also have on episode 3 as a special guest, Monique, the paranormal drag queen. I'm looking forward to working with her. We have my friend who's going to be the medium for that episode. So I'm giving a lot of people a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, that's cool.
And when people come on my set, they see that I'm not here to play games. They see the lighting, they see this, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
You just sounded like Dracula for a second.
You know, hey! Sometimes the Southern accent comes out. I have no clue where the hell that came from.
I think it's like when you're around certain people, it's kind of like your past life comes through.
Yep.
You remember who you were back then because you're around I pick up any accent really quickly, and I don't know why. It just happens. I think it is
I have 3 episodes left, and I would love, if you're watching, I would love for April to be on one of the episodes. I just love everything. When she was on your show, she's an amazing woman. She's awesome.
She's spunky.
Oh yeah. I would love for her to be on an episode, April. So just so you know, just.
I think, doesn't she have a show now?
I don't know.
I think she has a show at the same time.
I do know this weekend she's going to be at Pennhurst. So guys, check it out. If you're in Pennsylvania, go check out April at Pennhurst. You won't be disappointed. And she's leading an investigation.
Yes,
I remember. See, all my years of training and security, I remember so much crap. It's ridiculous.
I think she'll be there. Isn't she Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? And Friday she decided she's doing a gallery reading with an investigation that night.
I believe so, yes.
So she'll be hot on the trail, and she's super excited.
And then also too, when I went to the Paracon, I got to meet Sean Austin. That guy was pretty cool. I got to meet Brian Cannell, right?
Yep.
I met him and I. We talked. We had fun. We joked around. Same thing with Sean. So it was awesome getting to meet these guys, and hopefully I'll be able to work with them in the future. They love the camera. They're like, whoa! I was like, yeah, that's red, baby.
So you were there to film and document each person that was like a headliner, correct?
Yes. Yep. I got a nice interview. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do when Sam was on the stage. I just got there and I was setting up. I didn't get to get his stuff, and I feel so bad. But I did get a little preview of him talking, which is awesome. So you'll see that up and coming. I'm still editing that as we speak. It's almost done. But I did this for free. I didn't ask for no money because I get it. And it was my first Paracon, so I wanted to see that. And Nicholas said, next year you're going to be one of the guests here. I was like, dude, I'm just me. You don't need to have me as a guest. And he was like, no, you're a guest. And I was like, all right.
So how many people did you interview?
Okay, so I interviewed Sam, this girl, psychic medium Tracy, Brian Cano, Sean Austin, and then I filmed a little bit of them on stage talking. So you'll see a little bit of that, and then you'll see them going into their intro, who they are. They'll have all their names and stuff. So I did something very nice for these guys, and they get top notch quality as well.
That's really cool. I love that you're doing that because it's giving a lot of people exposure that maybe wouldn't have had exposure in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that a lot because there are so many of us who kind of not really just started out, but have really just started to put ourselves out there in the paranormal community. I don't think. Oh, here, Anthony again. Are you going to go to the Massachusetts Paracon?
I might. It all depends on when it is. Like I said, I got 3 episodes left. I would love to get season 1 completed before the summer because there's nothing worse than filming in the summer. Fuck that. All right? that is the worst when it's filming. I'm telling you. You got the ACs pumping, you got the heat coming in, and then when we go to these locations with no power, ooh, forget it.
Yeah.
But if I might come out to Massachusetts, if anybody wants to, get some video stuff done, message me. We could talk. I can't do everything for free all the time. I'm just saying.
Isn't that one called MassCon?
Yes, I believe so.
Ron said that would be good for you. But like, what is your favorite thing to do? Is it like this type of thing with the episodic paranormal stuff? Is it doing commercials for people? Is it?
My favorite is filming a movie because you have so much control in that. You control the lighting, you control the actors, and you get to have fun with people, and that's what I love doing. I love filming movies. I love acting once in a while if I need to, but I got my good friend Brandon. He's like a brother to me. He's got a project he wants me to do, so we're gonna go back and forth with that. I worked with this other people in Massachusetts and Connecticut. We have a script called Stinky Pepperoni. It's gonna be like a horror film, and we got a bunch of people who is getting ready for that. So I'm doing a lot of things, and I invite people too to come on a film set too and experience what it's like to make a movie because not a lot of people get that opportunity. And if you're looking to get into the industry, this is the best way to do it and see what it's like. Yeah, I might not be backed up by Hollywood, or I might be this fake people call me, or I might not be this big time producer, whatever. Don't give a shit. Enjoy what you say. But I am doing what I say I'm doing, and I'm letting people come on sets to enjoy filmmaking. And that's what it's all about. And just like the paranormal community, yeah, I know there's a lot of toxicity going on. I know there's a lot of drama going on. Don't fucking care. We're here to make a good show, and we're here to have a good time, and everybody needs to just enjoy. That's all it is.
I agree. I think there's too much happening, and I mean, there might be some people who are kind of drowning in it because they love it so much, and there's some of us who are just kind of like, we've been through it so many times that we're just kind of over it now, and we just want to have fun, and we want people to get along and just be able to all be in the same room together and just enjoy the fun. And this is not the way it should be. We're watching as people are tearing each other's eyeballs out, and we can't even go to a place and just, everybody have civility.
See, I was at the point where when I was filming this very beginning of Dark Echoes, we have some drama stuff. Not going to go into detail, but I was at the point where I just wanted to quit because it was getting toxic, it was getting ridiculous, and all I did was want to produce a show. That's all I wanted to do. Didn't care who you were, didn't care if you're famous, non-famous, but it was just getting to the point where I just wanted to say, fuck it, I quit. But I had some good friends say, Matt, produce the show. This is part of the business. Get it done, and then you're going to feel happy about yourself. And I did. So I restarted everything, and now I'm going to be 4 episodes in before I started the last one, where I was only 3 episodes in, and now we only have 3 to go. So that's the one thing about me. It's say what you want, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep thriving. I don't give up because of all this. You know what I mean? Like, I had this, and I will say this because I think that they might be watching. I had this amazing woman behind that did awesome stuff behind the scenes, who got amazing locations. For her, I thank her for that. And we decided to part ways. No ill will. I wish you nothing but the best, but it's sad that we had to part that way. And I will still always give you credit because you did a lot of awesome stuff to get locations.
Gotcha.
I don't have I have no ill will towards anybody. No. Even if I hate you and I saw you in public, I'll still shake your hand and just still talk to you like a normal person. But after that, I don't care. We're too old for this bullshit. Honestly, when I didn't even want to do this. I didn't even want to get into the paranormal again. But I had the equipment. I had an idea, and I wanted to do it. I just feel like I feel like I'm in high school. Who's sleeping with the hottest chick?
I think it's like that with anything. Like, it's always water cooler chat, no matter where you're working or what you're doing or who you're around. I mean, you could be like working for the booster club at your kid's high school, and it's still going to be like chit chat, Mm-hmm. It's sad.
But the one thing that I'm really happy about, that I'm giving these location scouts opportunities to get in places that they can't. And that to me is everything. That I can use what I have for as a production person to get these people into these places. So that to me means a lot. And Gina actually has something coming up. I talked to the owner. They're super excited. And I can't wait for her to get into this place and see what she captures for us.
Awesome. So can you tell us some of the locations or no?
I decided to stop doing that because I've had people contact some of the locations, and I had to explain myself to them, and they thought it was the most stupidest. Again, I don't care. They thought it was the most stupidest fucking thing that somebody contacted them to bring up bullshit.
Well, people start to lose their mind when they know about it's like the paranormal is the unknown, and people either hate the unknown or love the unknown or both, and it's like they go brain dead.
I figured this. I could be hated. I think I'm going to be hated forever, and I don't care. I could stop a mass shooting, be the hero of the world, and I'll still be hated from people.
Same.
There we go. But and another thing that drives me crazy, all right? And I will bring this up. Yes, I'm 41 years old. I do live at home, but there's a reason why I live at home, all right? I'm not a bum. I have a $14,000 studio in the basement with over $25,000 worth of filming equipment. I have a built-in movie theater. So this stuff about me living at home, knock it off, all right? Because I have no problem saying this, I love my mom to death, and I want to enjoy every goddamn moment of her life. She does have bad knees, and she does need somebody to help her. And I will always be there to help her. Because I'm doing what a lot of people can't do, is have that last memories with their mother. They wish that they can. So for people to pick on me because I live at home, sorry to say, but go fuck yourself.
Because it's rude. It's so rude. And there are many reasons why people stay with their parents. It's because they're elderly or they're sick, or one of them lost the other parent and they're lonely, or whatever. It is what it is. It's none of their business.
I enjoy every moment. Like every Sunday and Monday, my mom got me into this. If you're watching, Mom, thanks. She got me in, and I'll admit it, she got me into 90 Day Fiance and Pillow Talk. So, guys, a grown man watching those with his mom, just saying, that takes a real man to do that stuff. And that's who I am. I will never change for anybody. I don't care if you bring up that I stay at home or whatever. I don't care. Don't care.
Well, I think it's sweet. I think that, you know, my family always said that, well, at least my mother and my nana, they said that you should find a man who treats their mother well, and then that's someone who's going to treat you well.
Yeah, before my grandmother passed away, she was on nursing homes, and I hate nursing homes. But because it was my grandmother, I sucked it up, and I went every day with my mom to go see my grandmother before she passed away. So
That's sweet. I used to go to see mine all the time. She was very sick. I spent most of my life in hospitals and nursing facilities, and it's tough. I mean, like you don't want to be there, and but you don't want to be without them either.
and the one thing also too about me is when you're on my set, if you're a male or female, I always, before I come towards you, I always say permission to touch you. Nobody does that. I'm telling you, not even Hollywood. They just come in and they're like, ooh, there you go. I always ask permission to touch you. I even did it at Paracon. Those people were shocked, like, what?
Whatever these people are saying about you, they're definitely wrong because everything that's been said, I've never seen you like that in any of those situations.
I never yell at people. If I yell at you, it's for a reason. Because remember, I am a director producing something. And if you do something stupid, yeah, I'm going to yell at you. But it's not because I'm being a dick. It's because I'm producing a show.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, but they use that against me. Like, oh, he yelled at me. Oh, my feelings. Oh. Don't be on TV then.
At least you know how you feel and you stick with it and it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So what is coming up for you? What do you want to have happen with it?
Well, if I can, which is this is like a loaded gun in a barrel, I would love to just produce the show, get this paranormal drama bullshit to stop. Everybody get along. Let's have fun. We're all in it for the same thing. We're all in it for each other. And let's just have fun. That's what it is. But the main thing I'm focused on, I'm going to get the show done. I've got people asking me to film stuff, so I got that in the works. I'm editing. I'm color grading. I'm doing stuff for people. So it just never stops. So I'm constantly doing stuff. So people can hire me for editing, DP, lighting, sound, cinematography, color grading. I do it all. But the one thing I'm looking forward to is the 27th with you. I can't wait. And we're just gonna have a good time, and that's what it's all about. We're all here to have a good time.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I just put up your website, so anybody can go there to check you out.
Yeah, I got some awesome videos I did with models. I did some model portrait videos. I got some demo reels on there I did with Katrina. That's one of the girls that's like one of the main characters now on the show. She's an amazing person. Her mom, Luba. Oh my God, we call her the stage mom. You're gonna meet her. You're gonna meet her. That's why I said you're gonna love her. She is awesome. She's just amazing, and I'm looking forward to looking forward to giving you guys, the audience, something to be proud of and be like, oh well, okay, this is kind of fake. Nothing you see that I'm going to produce in the Dark Echoes is fake. It's what
I can tell you it's not going to be fake because I don't fake anything I do.
No. Well, you can't because you don't know where you are. You're blindfolded.
Right. But I mean, even once I get there, I don't fake anything I do.
Nope.
It won't be like that. What about tell us a little bit before we go, because we have about 5 minutes.
Oh, that
Wait,
went by quick.
it did, didn't it? And you got to say everything you wanted to say.
Well, when it comes to interviews, I'm just like, I'm fast.
What was it like working with Kim Russo and like the Psychic Kids? Were you
Oh,
totally mind blown and it was just amazing?
so when I got the contract and all that, all that fun signing stuff, I didn't know it was Kim Russo. So I thought I was going to be meeting Chip Coffey, which would have been badass. But when I got to Mystic Seaport, to Charles W. Morgan ship, I met the production crew. They got me all, the makeup and all that stuff. And I was sitting there. I had the sunglasses on. I was just chilling. And all of a sudden, the guy looked at me and said, "All right, we're filming in 3." And then all of a sudden, this girl walks up with these kids. I'm like, "Who the hell is that?" And then she goes, "Hey, I'm Kim Russo. I'm the psychic medium." I was like, "Oh." In my head, like, "Oh, this is new." So I introduced myself to the kids. God, I can't. I remember one person name was Paige. I can't remember the boy and the little girl, but they've never been to this property. And when we were on this whaling ship, oh my God, it was small. I was hitting my head left and right. The audio guy was laughing. The camera guy was laughing. We had to do a couple of takes, but when and there's no electricity on the ship, the meters were rocking and rolling. What Paige was saying, what the little girl was saying, what the boy was saying, and then after we got done filming, we met the owner. And Paige said what she said. The girl said what she said, and the boy said what she said. And the owner confirmed everything. I was blown away. So it was cool seeing. It was cool seeing teenagers with an amazing ability to do what they do, and I got to experience it firsthand.
It's a really cool show. It is. I mean, I love Kim Russo. She also did The Haunting of, and it was like a name of a celebrity. I don't know if
Yeah,
you've
she's
ever.
been doing that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not on anymore, but I've always loved that because she has such a great spirit and soul, and she's really sweet, and she's like she's a jokester. She likes to make it light, and she's had like the craziest celebrities on. She had um, what's her name? Coco, not Ice Tea. Is Ice Tea?
No, it's Coco.
Yeah, Coco.
Yeah,
She's the wife of,
Ice-T's. Yep.
yeah. So she had them on, and they were just like hanging out on their couch with her. And
Yeah.
she's talking to them. She had Brett Michaels.
Yeah, that show was back. Oh, I think that was like what, 2000, 2008, 2009? No, what?
I'm
Maybe
not
2000.
that old, Matt.
Well, no, I'm just saying because it was she got her show after Psychic Kids was canceled.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's really, really awesome. Like she's so calming, and she like really keeps everybody calm as she like walks them through going through this traumatic experience all over again, and then talks to them about it and asks them, what do you think about what you went through? And they go through like the little, they go back in time and go over it.
Yep.
It's amazing. Just really sweet.
Yeah, I would if she's watching or this does get to her, I would love for her to be on an episode. She was awesome.
Oh my God, I would love to meet her. She's really awesome. So we have like 1 minute. Again, I put your website up. Everybody's been commenting and asking questions, which is great. We love that. But please, everybody, like, share, participate, comment, come back always. This was.
I want to thank. I know we got a minute, but I want to thank YOLO Live InStream for being a sponsor to us and sending out their product. That I am the first person in history to do a night vision live on TikTok because of those guys. So I want to say thank you to them. Thank you for bringing out the product to us. I love every minute about it. And if you guys go on my Instagram, filmmaker Matt 82, that's where I do a lot of my product videos. Go check that out. Like I said, first person ever to bring night vision to TikTok because of YOLO Live in stream.
Yeah, it is awesome. We've seen, the videos that you've made, and it is really, really cool to watch. And also the advertiser for everybody. Um, Maybe they'll pay you someday.
My thing is, if they fly me out to NAB next year, I'll be a happy camper.
That'd be cool. Absolutely. But thanks, everybody. This was Unfiltered with Bryant and Maureen. We hope you had a good time and you liked what we did tonight. It's now 9 o'clock, so we'll see you again next Tuesday from 8 to 9 or a little longer, depending on the guest. And we hope you had a great time.